Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for tuning in once again. This is our episode 4 of season 2. So people keep paying, people keep watching, so we're gonna keep doing this shit show.
Yeah, man.
So I am your host, JD, and as always, I've got my co-host and beautiful wife, the hot and funny one of the group, Kat.
The group? Hi. There's like 2 of us.
It was a group.
Is it though?
I mean, that's why I have groups.
I mean, we're not exactly a plethora of people. We're just like.
Do you even know what a plethora is? Homework. If you have never seen The Three Amigos, that is your homework. As soon as this episode's over.
Yeah, we'll quiz you on it later. So, yeah.
Great
Perfect.
movie. It was actually Martin Short's first feature film role, believe it or not.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah. So, if you haven't done it already, make sure you go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. Give them permission to see your name if you're wanting to comment during the show. It doesn't give Facebook any other permissions besides your profile picture and name, so we can see who's commenting.
Yes, we can.
This episode is pre-recorded, a little disclaimer, but as we can, we will be replying to all your comments and everything like that. Work schedules have made it kind of difficult for us to do that. So tonight, Kat came up with a really cool idea for a show, and I'll let her handle the teaser real quick.
So this is 3 months into the new year. So usually this is about the time that everyone's New Year's resolutions start like taking a nosedive, regardless of what it is. So I wanted to go with the most popular, which is fitness.
Fitting this dick in your mouth.
You're so funny. Fitness.
So yeah, we're going to talk about fitness tonight. And
so we're going to talk about fitness because this is the 3-month mark.
That and you've been doing fitness a lot longer than I have, and we can talk about our journeys.
Fitness
hopefully
dick in my mouth?
Yeah. As a reminder, man, you can find all of our old episodes on YouTube and all of our old all your other favorite podcasting platforms. Just look for Southpaw's Tales from the Barstool, and you can find it anywhere you want.
Wait, I have a joke to start off with.
What's that?
Why did the farmer get kicked out of the gym?
Why?
Because he was destroying his calves. Come on, that's a good one. His calves.
Jesus.
Yay.
You see what I have to put up with?
You love it. You'd be bored. He'd be so bored.
So yeah, make sure if you are watching that you
I named your testicles earlier, so you should be grateful. If anyone's seen MIB, I named his testicles and Bob.
So like the twins in the IT department. Yeah. And that's why we can't make any forward progress on this show. Because we do this shit every time.
And Bob.
So what do people got to do next?
What do they got to do next?
Yeah, they need to tongue punch the
I'm sorry.
share buttons fart box.
You're gonna consensually, lovingly talk to their whispering eye of the like button. Just talk to that whispering eye.
Whispering eye means
of that like button, and then finger blast it consensually.
Yes, finger blast that like button and tongue punch that share buttons fart box. Oh my God, this is horrible.
Fart box?
Yeah, tongue. Oh my God, I can't even talk. Tongue punch the fart box.
I'm putting that on my bucket list. Finger or tongue punch.
Tongue punch. Pow. I don't know. Okay. Everybody just forget the last 30, 45 seconds
of it happened. Get that out of my head now.
Tonight we're going to be drinking a local-ish brew. Shinerbach. We did Yingling a couple episodes ago, so we have to do real beer and go with Shinerbach. Generally, I have it a bottle, but I was drinking somewhere where bottles weren't available, or not available, but not allowed. So now I have cans.
You like my cup, babe?
Tasty. Hands down, beats Yingling in everything. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
Wow, that's some bold words, and now we're gonna get 1,700 comments from Yankees who disagree with you.
So make sure you put in the comments what you're drinking tonight, and let us know what we should drink in the
Absolutely.
future. If you have any suggestions for beers, mixed
please,
drinks,
or
anything
mixed
like
drinks.
that.
Give us some mixed drinks
Um,
ideas. Put them in there, and I will pick my favorite one. Make it.
I know
next
some
week.
of you regular viewers were bartenders at one point, so I know you could throw some shit in there for us. We're gonna go and get ahead with our sponsors so we can move forward with this shit show. Our first sponsor, as always, is 5x5 Brewing Company. They are Battle-born, Texas-made veteran brewing company based in Mission, Texas. Co-founded by Army veteran George Rice, with beers like the 40mm Stout, Brunette Bombshell, and Fubar. It's no surprise this brewery is taking over the Texas markets from the Valley to Central Texas Hill Country area and all the way to Bryan College Station now. Ask your local bar, restaurant, or grocer to start carrying 5x5 today. And they've got a few new announcements. I just saw this yesterday. The 40 Mike is going to be available in cans now.
Yeah.
Not just kegs. I've had to go and get a keg for it every time.
Yep.
Now it's gonna be available
like
in cans.
coffee, and it's like a nitro brew coffee, but it's beer.
It's
so good. It's
the
smooth
coffee stout that
and creamy, and it doesn't make any sense because it's a beer.
it's dangerous how easy it goes down.
It really does.
But there's a few other beers that are gonna be coming out in cans. I'm most excited about the 40 Mike just because that's my favorite 5x5 beer. We've been drinking for years before we started the podcast.
Yes, we have.
So excited that they sponsor us. You can find more information about them at 5x5brewing.com.
We should get more
Facebook.com
free beer because of our sponsor.
/5x5 brewing. You can call them directly at 956-445-5421, or you can find email them directly at info@5x5brewing.com. And then our next sponsor is Omog Construction, founded by Marine vet Seth Knox and his buddy Matt Anders. They are a general contractor serving the greater Houston, Texas area with focus on concrete. No job too big or too small. From residential and commercial to industrial foundations and pads, Omog Construction has you covered. You can find them at OMOGCO, that's omagco.com, Facebook.com/OMOGCO, or Instagram, OMOGCO. That's one Mexican, one Wedo. Wedo, for those of you who have never paid attention, is Spanish slang for white dude. And without further ado, let's go ahead and hit up our topic for tonight.
So JD has how to not be a fat piece of shit as the title for this episode. Disclaimer: we are not fitness experts. Disclaimer: we have been fat asses before.
We are not health experts.
Nope.
We are just going to
give you.
She's looked up some fun facts and
fun facts, weird facts,
trivias and stuff like that. I'm going to be more along the anecdotal part of it, as far as from becoming a fat piece of shit to becoming a salsa piece of shit. You know, medium chunky.
Me too, salsa. Me too, salsa. All right, so let's start off with the reason we did. Excuse me, I just burped this episode.
Because we're fucking professionals.
At least I told you. I wasn't like, wah-ha. Hello. So I was looking this up because I was wondering percentage-wise how many people who make New Year's resolutions use fitness as their resolution. Is it fitness in some form? Not I'm gonna work out or whatever, just fitness as far as like eating healthier, whatever. And apparently it's, do you want to guess? Do you want to guess?
I don't know what I don't know what the percentage is, but
I
would put money on it that fitness is the number one resolution.
Yes, but what's the percentage?
I would say
of New Year's resolutions.
I would say easily 60% is fitness or health based.
Higher.
Really?
Way higher.
80%?
The 2021, not 2022, the 2021 census. 95% of people, they had a New Year's resolution of fitness in one way or the other. I guess probably because in 2020, a lot of people are staying at home, gyms closed.
Yeah,
everything.
They put on that COVID-19.
They put on they put on their COVID-19. So in 2021, 95% of people that were surveyed, it was about fitness. In one shape or form. I
would have never guessed that.
That's fucking high.
Because there's people that I know people that their resolutions are to make more savvy financial.
Yeah, financial's a good one. Financial's
I
a
want to
great one.
save more. I want to invest more. Something along those lines.
But
I
who
wanna
knows what
buy
they're
this, do that.
classifying as fitness? Because they said it was fitness related. So that could be like, I'm going to decrease how much alcohol or how much caffeine. Technically, that would be helping with your, I don't know. I don't know how they classified it, but they surveyed like 25,000 people, and 95% of them, it was fitness related.
I knew it was
That's
going to be well
high.
over half, but I didn't think
That's
it was going to be
freaking
almost
high.
everyone.
So I don't know if this is like, hey,
So-
I don't give a fuck. So do you know how the percentage is? Now that we're 3 months deep, are you working out? Put it in the comments. Do you work out? We're not going to shame you. I don't give a shit. You know what? You can be 600 pounds living in your mom's basement. You're watching my show. You are fly as in my eyes. So, because you're watching the show, and I love you
just her eyes.
just the way you are. Your mom was right about you. You're awesome.
Hey, if your mom says they're cool, I believe moms don't lie about shit like that.
Does your mom say you're cool?
I don't know.
So have you? So you and I aren't really big resolution people. Have you ever made a New Year's resolution that was fitness related?
I have honestly never made a serious New Year's resolution in my entire life. I have never made one ever. I've joked about it, but no.
And I think it was fitness related. Damn it! I hate to be this year.
You're part of the 95.
No, not this year though. Not this year. But I will say this. I recently, because I injured my spine in December, so I recently started recovering. So I made a fitness goal, but it had nothing to do with a New Year's resolution. And it was to work out 5 days a week for a month straight, to get back in the habit of doing it, stop making excuses, get that motivation back. So now that we're 3 months deep past New Year's resolutions, what's the percentage do you think have actually adhered to that New Year's of the 95% that said it was fitness related? What's the percentage do you think is still active, still doing it?
12%.
Very close. It's 10%. So if you made a New Year's resolution, a fitness New Year's resolution, and you're still sticking to it, good for you. You're probably 10%.
Now, if you're
not,
struggling,
good for you. No one cares.
If you're struggling working out, which I know I do, I struggle with it all the time. Kat started working out. Well, I'm sure we'll delve into this story a little bit deeper, but she worked out for like 2 or 3 years before I even started, and I finally hit the scale, and I had in my brain, I had a number that okay, this number is not okay. And I hit that number and I'm like, all right, it's time to start working out. But man, it is hard to stay motivated. So if you're struggling with motivation and you want an accountability buddy, put accountability buddy in the comments. Well, and we'll follow up with you. And I expect you to follow up with me and keep my ass in line. And
you gosh darn professional. Your phone's going on.
It vibrated. It's fine.
So speaking of that, did you know that statistically, there are 2 things that make you work out harder? One of them is music, which I agree with. I work out better when there's music. The second one, it increases your performance by working out in a group instead of alone. I will say this. I have worked out at a gym where I have gone to a gym. I got the Beachbody program. They're not sponsoring me. I'm just saying it's one of the programs you can do at home. Now I'm a part of 2 separate gyms, not a gym. One's a Muay Thai gym. The other one is like, it's a weight training program just for women. And I will tell you that getting out of the house, I do so much better.
Yeah, working out in the house, it's hard to get motivated to do. Even if you can have all the equipment in the world, you can have the perfect setup, you can have the mirrors on the wall, the TV screen, the whole 9.
Yeah.
But having it in the house just makes it.
Oh yeah, I make excuses.
Difficult.
I mean, one thing, and I'm like, I gotta pick up, I gotta do this, and then I just, exactly, I get sidetracked. So I just keep telling myself, I'm just gonna show up. I'm just gonna go to the class. I'm gonna. I
think having scheduled classes helps a lot.
It does. And then getting, like I said, recently getting on that routine. Yeah. So like tonight, we're recording early. Early-ish for us, because I need to be in bed early because I have to be up at like 4 something in the morning, so I can go work out before I go to work. It sucks. It's stupid. I don't like doing it. So don't act like, oh, well, you just like working out. No one likes working out. They like the outcome of the workout.
So going back to goals and things like that, like,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people have like number goals, like I need to be 185 or 125 or
Yes.
215
Yes,
or
yes, yes.
I
Or
want to bulk
inches.
up to 225 or have a 30-inch waist.
Random.
My goal, and I want you to put your goals in the comments as well, especially if you want an accountability buddy, so we can be like, hey, how close
Absolutely.
are you to getting to your goal? My goal is I want to look down and see my wiener,
I want to look down and see his wiener too.
because I don't
Every day.
forever all I saw was tum and no wiener, and it was depressing. But I do tell you what,
You couldn't see you working.
once you start working out, your wiener works a lot better.
That's true. It actually helps sexual endurance. Working out does. That is very true. Wasn't on my list, but it's
if you're lacking motivation, just you fuck better.
Better, longer, faster, harder.
We have the technology.
We can rebuild.
Okay, we can't quote it anymore. We don't want to get sued.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. So my fitness goal is to make it through a month of working out 5 days a week. I did not set a weight goal. I have not set a weight goal. I want to get through the first month and prove that I can do it and get that motivation back. I don't want to. I don't know. I get too crazy with it.
So
when I get wrapped up in the
let's
weight,
back
I get
up
too
and give them
crazy
some more insight into your fitness journey, because it's not just this last month. Your fitness journey started
years. It's been years.
What, about 4 years ago
I'd
when
say
you
3
decided?
or 4 years ago. So
And
I was like 230 pounds and I'm 5 foot. That's pretty big. So I was like a size 18 in clothing, just to give you some basis of comparison.
if you're a dude, that makes no sense to you.
A girl, it does. I was a big girl. And I was a big girl for a very long time. I mean, my entire 20s, I was a big girl. I was in the double digits on my sizes my entire 20s. Spent overweight because I ate like shit. And I made excuses, had kids and I work and I don't have time. And, we all do it. I did it.
Yeah.
And I worked nights. So the only thing that was open, instead of taking my food, the only thing that was open at night was fast food. So, sorry, didn't bring my food. So I have to go fast food.
And it's amazing how many times forgetting your food becomes habit.
Oh my God, yes.
Especially when I was driving for work all the time.
Yeah. So yeah. So it was poor choices and lack of motivation. And honestly, if I can make a one wish, it wouldn't be for world peace. It would be, I wish everyone had the motivation to do what they want to do, whether it's weight loss or getting that degree or going for that promotion. I just wish everyone had that motivation that they need to complete their life goals. So I was
let me pause you right there with the motivation. Just real quick.
Oh,
this is something that has helped me immensely with all my goals. One goal at a time, baby steps, and doing that. Don't try to change all of your habits at once. Don't change your eating, your fitness, your sleep, your drinking, your everything habits all at one time.
It reminds me of the guy from MASH. He says, I do one thing at a time. I do it very well, and then I move on. I always loved that line. So anyway, I was fine. I was actually very happy with myself when I was overweight, but I was having health problems. I was having shortness of breath.
Your feet.
Plantar fasciitis. I couldn't even climb one flight of stairs without getting winded and achy. It was awful. And I was like, I can't play with the kids. I can't do anything. And I kept complaining to JD about this and that. And he's just like, you need to go to a doctor. Like, you keep complaining about all this stuff all the time. You need to go to a doctor. And I literally looked at him. I was like, I can't go to the doctor because I know what the doctor will say. And he's like, well, what's the doctor going to say? The doctor's going to tell me to lose weight. And he's like, then just do it already. And I was like, all right. Like, damn.
It wasn't the response she was expecting.
No, it wasn't
at all. But
at all. I thought he was going to say like what he always did. No, baby, you're beautiful. Like, something along those lines. Because every time I would try to diet and lose weight, this fuckhead would like go get McDonald's. And it's like, you son of a bitch.
No, I'd get you knocked up.
Or get me pregnant. That's true. Or get me pregnant.
I'm like, if
So-
I'm gonna be a fat piece of shit, I'm gonna
And
make
I
sure you're a
always-
fat piece
And you
of
know
shit
what's so
with
funny
me.
about that is I always said, when we're done having kids, I'm gonna lose weight. When we buy a house, I'm gonna lose weight. When we do, and it was always, we'd reach it and I wouldn't. So I said, okay. So the next day I was replacing my breakfast with a protein shake. It took me a while to find a protein shake I actually like the taste of. But once I did, I was starving every day, even before lunch. I was starving. But eventually my body got used to it and I moved on to lunch. So on lunch, I started replacing my lunches with protein bars. Again, it took me a while to find a protein bar that I actually like the taste of. But I eventually did. And I was starving by dinner. And then for dinner, I was eating like shit, but I was losing weight. Replacing 2 meals. I couldn't work out. I tried a couple of times and it was hard and it was awful because I had all that weight to move and it hurt my knees and it hurt my back and it hurt my ankles and I was short of breath. And so I said, let me get off a few of these pounds and I'll start working out. So
Well, you're giving them the whitewashed version. There was the point where I had to talk to you because it did become where you were starving or you were getting no calories in.
well, that's when
So
I started
if you are doing it, you want to
having-
make sure that you don't want to go to that
Exactly.
extreme. You don't want to
So-
go to the point where you're
Well, because eventually
getting no
I
calories.
plateaued eating like shit at night. I wasn't losing weight anymore and I wasn't active because I wasn't working out yet. So instead, I decided to drop my caloric intake to nothing. I mean, if I consumed 800 calories a day, that was a good day. Usually I didn't get to that point, even though my caloric intake for the day was 1,000 was what I allowed myself. I never got there. So I was for a while there in an unhealthy habit. So then when I started working out, I had to increase my calorie count because I was getting sick. Like I was puking because I wasn't eating enough. And then I found out, okay, there's smarter, better ways of doing this and there's balances. So with time, I was able to do that. And with time, I was actually even able to maintain. Once I got down to a body weight, I could maintain. My body wanted me there. I would try to lose weight and it wouldn't happen without having to drop my calorie count to a dangerous level. So, you find a balance, you find what works for you. And for a while there, I was working out, I think, too much. I found out that, so as I was
you weren't
doing
giving
it,
your body any time to
no
to
rest. There was no recovery.
which I did the same thing when I started too, which is very
Yeah.
simple when
It
especially
is. You just
with addictive personalities. Like you don't have to addictive personality doesn't mean you have to be addicted to drugs or alcohol. You can be addicted to working out, to whatever.
But I don't
But
have an addictive. Well, I don't
you
think
do.
I do. I guess I was addicted to eating, and then I was addicted.
Yeah,
to
so
working out,
the
I guess.
addiction gets
I guess,
shifts from one thing to another.
Yeah,
And
I guess.
so yeah, it was that same way for me when I first started working out, where it was just like overdoing it, doing 2 or 3 days at the gym, 6 days a week, and like
Yes.
it's okay, I'm resting on Sunday.
Right.
And but even on Sunday, I'm doing all the honeydew lists around the house, doing the lawn, doing shit like that. So I really never rested.
And we were working out hours a day, and that's what So this research actually said that the optimal minimum requirements of workout you should do is 30 minutes a day. And they said that only a third of people, but that also includes like having an active work and all of that. So just getting out and walking or getting out and going shopping, where you're just moving around, you should be doing that for at least 30 minutes a day, every day. It doesn't have to be hardcore workouts, doesn't have to be at a gym, doesn't have to be weights. It's just some kind of physical activity for 30 minutes a day. But only a third of adults actually reach that minimum. Isn't that crazy?
I do, but not by choice.
Dude, seriously.
But when it comes when you are starting something or even if you're continuing it and you're like us where you're just kind of figuring it out the hard way.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we've put ourselves in a situation to where we have people that are in the know. We've been able to ask them questions and it's really, really helped out our fitness goals.
So yeah,
it's sped them along. It's made them healthier. It's made them safer. So find some. If you don't have somebody that personally, reach out. There's somebody on your Facebook friends list that knows a nutritionist or a martial arts coach or a workout coach.
You don't even need any of that. Okay, I'm gonna
just ask questions. That's all I'm saying is you don't need a coach. No, just ask simple questions.
This is how I started. Are you ready? I was going to a gym. I joined just a regular generic gym.
The purple gym.
The purple and yellow gym.
If you know, you know.
I didn't know the first fucking thing about what to do. And even on the things, they have like pictures, and I was like, he's putting his penis where? Like, I didn't understand the pictures.
And you don't even have a penis. How could you do that workout?
Exactly. I was like, should I put my thumb in it? So
that's no relation to my size, just FYI.
No, not my thumb. So I actually YouTube videoed workouts on what to do. I went to YouTube, workouts for beginners to do at the gym, and that's how I did it. And then a girlfriend of mine was actually, once upon a time, she's a nurse now. Once upon a time, she was a personal trainer, so she would come with me and show me a couple of workouts I could do every week. So yeah, just reach out to friends, talk about it, keep that dialogue open, or just freaking Google it.
The only reason I really say talking to people, especially, and don't just go to like some gym rat that claims to be a coach or something. Go to somebody that actually knows what the fuck they're talking about and ask the questions for 2 reasons.
Like, I don't know enough to help you. Honestly, I'll be honest. I did shitty at the gym.
But there's 2 reasons. Number 1, everybody's body type is different.
Valid.
And number 2, depending on that body type, your goals
are different.
The way you reach those goals are going to be completely different. So let's say me and one of you watching, let's say I started at 226 when I wanted to lose weight. And you're 226 and we both wanted to get to 190. Well, if we have different body types, different genetics, we're going to have to do it 2 completely different ways. Whereas I got to be doing cardio fucking 4 days a week and then weights like 2 or 3 times a week. You may be able to do it with just weights and just a little bit of jogging here and there. So you definitely want to, it's also the different kinds of fat that you have. Like I have very fatty organs because I ate like shit. I ate a lot of fast food.
Yeah.
So I was fat as fuck, but my abs were still hard and over the fat. So it's weird. It's so fucking weird. It's like, yeah.
But it's round. It's so awesome.
It's fucking crazy. So unlike other people who have where the fat's on the outside, like woohoo, it's gonna be completely different. And again, we're not experts. This is just all anecdotal stuff.
He's right. So like I do a high protein, low carb, not keto, because I don't watch my macros and all of that craziness. And I'm not as stringent with it. If I'm working out, I'm a little more lenient. But I'm a high protein, low carb person. My sister did it. It was making her physically sick. It is not for everybody. It's not. And what worked for me. I went from 230 to my lowest. I was 135. Right now I'm 145. It was very difficult for me to maintain 135, but 140 to 145 seems to be the sweet spot for my body. But now I'm dealing with the aftermath of being heavy. I have extra skin. You'll see it on my face, my little turkey neck and my wrinkles. I
Body
also
dysmorphia.
have extra skin on my stomach that I'm hoping JD will let me get a tummy tuck eventually. And yes, I have body dysmorphia. I see pictures of myself and I think I look like I'm a size 18 again. I do look at pictures of myself and think that I'm
like I'm down
heavier.
I'm down 30 pounds in a year and a half.
Yes.
And I still see myself as extremely overweight. And I still have a beer belly. I mean, I drink beer. I earned that belly. But yeah, it's that image does stay with you for a while. So just forgive yourself. And also remember, man, it took years, if not decades, to get yourself in that bad of shape. So it's not going to come off in 2 or 3 weeks at the gym.
And my dad gave me the best advice when I started working out. I got very frustrated at first and he goes, "Did you get fat overnight?" No. He's like, yeah, it took years to put the weight on. It's going to take years to get the weight off. And he was right. It did. So it's a matter of being patient with yourself and, you know what, sticking with it. So on this research I did, it said that when you start dieting and working out and everything, it takes, where is it? I got to find it. I've made so many god darn notes over here.
Fucking professional.
Stop. I'm like, not that one. Yeah, here it is. So it said that it takes 12 weeks to start getting into shape. That fat loss and muscle gain starts between 6 and 8 weeks, but your body actually starting to get into shape and getting in that habit of starting to burn calories at a normal rate and everything starts at 12 weeks. That means nothing happens until after 3 months. So there were 3 months into the new year. It dropped from 95% to 10%.
That's when they would start seeing the results.
This is exactly when they would have started seeing results if they would have stuck with it. So 10% of these people are like, holy shit, look at me now. And the other ones are like, it didn't work. So, but maybe it wouldn't have worked for them anyway. Maybe they were doing something wrong for their body, and there's no way to tell that now. But which is kind of funny. They tapped before their body even started getting into shape.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a shameless plug for
Uh-oh.
my local veteran organization, because we're doing something that's fitness based.
Yes.
On Memorial Day. So I'm part of the Iraq Afghanistan Veterans Organization out of Corpus. It's a small veterans group. I think there's maybe 20 of us on paper. We focus on the local veteran. We've done things like we've bought shirts and ties for guys that need it for interviews.
Boots and pants and boots and
we've built wheelchair ramps for local disabled veterans, rebuilt a fence a while back. We all pulled our resources together. We have things where we just, hey man, I'm barbecuing, come on over. But we're doing a big event. It's going to be our first of hopefully many Memorial Day events. We are doing a 22-mile ruck march, beginning and ending at the local veteran cemetery. That's 22 miles in one day with a backpack. If you want to join, shoot me a message privately. The registration fees aren't going to be that much. The registration fee is going to cover the t-shirt, the waters, the all the snacks and everything throughout the day. It also includes that night we're doing a dinner and banquet with live music.
What day is that?
May 30th. It's on Memorial Day. It's going to be to honor our fallen. It's 22 miles for the 22 veterans we lose every day. It's also the 22nd year. It's the 22nd week of the year.
I'm off. What?
And I'm actually paying somebody to cover my shift for me.
Good for you.
To do it. But if you want to do it, if you want to challenge yourself, by all means, come show up. The registration fees are nominal. It's just literally we're losing money. We just have the registration fee is basically to say if you're committing to coming and we're spending money to get the drinks, the food, the everything.
Yeah, I'm going.
You got a little bit of skin in the game. You're going to show up. But yeah, message me privately, or you can shoot us an email at iavocorpuschristi@gmail.com. Ask as many questions as you want.
Absolutely. And we'll try to put that in the comments also while this is running live. So you can maybe just click on it, make it a little easier.
So if you're watching this and you need a place to stay, I'm sure we can find, if not here, we can find you somewhere local to stay if you're not from town or if you're coming somewhere else.
We have plenty of space here at our house. We'll just put all of our kids in one room. No big deal.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a holiday weekend anyways.
No big deal.
But yeah, that's a challenge.
Yes.
And I challenge some of you guys to show up and do it with me. And it sucks.
It sucks.
I've done many a ruck.
Yeah.
And they're not fun.
Nope. Wrap your feet.
They suck.
Wrap your feet.
Hydrate. I'm doing mine. I'm doing it in a kilt this year so that's gonna be fun.
Showing off those itty bitty legs.
Oh yeah, you gotta love these chicken legs. They're not even chicken legs. They're like pigeon legs.
It's like toothpicks with
Dove
a
legs.
big old sausage sitting on top. So cute.
I look like Mr. Potato Head with like
what?
Bad appendages. Mismatched appendages. I don't know where this is. Let's
I have no idea. but it's just like us to go off the rails. So, in case you were wondering, you're going to burn calories regardless of what you're doing. So, if you started off by just controlling your diet in some way, because while you're asleep, you burn 50 calories an hour. Did you know that? Just by sleeping? By sitting, it's 60 to 130 calories an hour. And by just standing, not even walking, just standing, it's 100 to 200 calories an hour just from standing.
So wait, let's do the
And,
math real quick. You said 50 an hour
Hold
for
on.
sleeping, right?
And also a brisk walk burns just as many calories and has just as much fitness, like, or whatever you call it, like whatever. It does just as much good doing a brisk walk than it does jogging, it turns out. So you don't even have to jog. If you did a brisk walk, it's just as freaking good. It has the same results. So just
I want to do the math just for shits and grits.
Yeah,
so you
man.
said it's 50 calories for sleeping, right? An hour.
Yep.
What was it for sitting?
80 to 130.
We'll just call it 100 to keep it even.
Got it.
So sitting.
And 100 to 200 standing.
150 standing is what we'll call it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's say you get 8 hours of sleep. So that's what, 400 calories right there that you burnt. Let's say that you sit for 7.5 hours of your 8-hour shift. You know, you got a Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, right? So it'll be 750. And then you're standing for, let's just say 3 hours a day.
Well, hold on.
Randomly?
That's not 24.
Oh, no. There's going to be sitting at the house. There's going to be sitting at the house.
Okay,
so we'll just say standing. We'll call that 450 calories for that.
Wait, that's just 3 hours. Yeah. So what? 450 plus 750 plus 400.
Yeah. So we have
That's 1,600 calories a day. That's why usually when you see, like, based on a caloric intake of 1,500 a day, that's because on average, that's how much most people burn, is between 1,500 and 2,000 calories a day just existing. Just existing, 15 to 2,000 calories a day. So that's why it doesn't take a lot of cutback. And dudes, for some reason, burn a lot more. They cut out one gosh darn thing and they lose weight freaking fast, and it pisses me off. And then I'll watch my sister eat a bag of chips and I'll put on 5 pounds. It doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't lose weight faster.
I can't figure it out either. Can't figure it out. You know,
Yeah.
this is straight carbs.
Oh yeah, there's like Joey
I
at
don't care.
work. He
I don't
drinks the ultras because he wants to stay thin and everything. I'm like, no, I'm drinking the heavy shit.
Oh,
I'm drinking for
Joey.
taste.
Joey and his girlish figure. Good for him.
Yeah, I can outdrive him. That's all that matters.
Outdrive him?
Yeah, on the golf course.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, he has a better score, but I don't give a shit because I can outdrive him.
I wanted to ask you this. Did you know what the biggest muscle in the body is?
The biggest muscle?
The biggest muscle in the body. Everybody guess. I'll give you all a few seconds.
I would say it's either the quad or the hammy.
Because, like, I knew this already, and with me, it's obviously the biggest. But with you, I think that they fucked up.
Yeah.
Was that a clue? Nuh-uh. It is. Anybody? Put in the comments. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The gluteus maximus. The butt.
Oh, yeah. I'm missing that.
Yeah, you are. So there is between 650.
It was back ordered. It's waiting in a shipping container in China for me.
Oh my God. Oh. So there is between 650 and 840 muscles in the body, and that's the biggest one. And you
Did you know that it takes
don't have a lot
200
of it.
muscles to take a single step?
No, I didn't do that research. So I did want to know, because I did recently have an injury, not from the gym, just at work. Got injured at work, so hurt my back. But I had to take it pretty easy. But actually, the more I work out recently, the better I'm feeling, which apparently is normal. So I wanted to know, like, what exercises cause the most injuries. So I want you to guess, which one do you think causes the most injuries? Like, this
Are we
is
talking like
top five injuries?
Strictly gym exercises, like
Gym.
or just
Oh, well, just exercises. Like
I would say
a lot of them are gym exercises, I'll be honest.
I don't know if this is on the list, but I would say improper stretching can cause injuries.
Nah, I meant what causes the injuries. Like what exercise causes the injuries, not what
I mean,
leads to the injuries.
improper stretch. But
yes, but that's not what points.
let's see. Squats and leg presses, I think, would be up there for sure.
So yeah, so deadlifts.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Overhead squats, like the ones that are you like weights, like the CrossFit ones.
Free weights and
high impact workouts. They're bad on your joints. So those are the high, but actually one of the highest and the most common is from bicycle crunches.
Really?
Yes. Apparently it is a very prevalent getting herniated discs and muscle strains and pulls with it. And I was like, oh my gosh, we do that weekly.
Yeah, we do that.
But apparently it is
multiple times a week. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the top 5. That's
really?
how prevalently of people getting injured. It was in the top 5.
All right, Kirk, Q. When you tell me to do bicycle crunches, you know what I'm gonna say.
Look, if I could make this list, I would say Russian twists. Because man, that hurts so bad. I want any excuse
and
not to do them.
With what's going on in the world right now.
And if you don't know what it is, look up Russian twists. They're fucking mean.
With what's going on in the world right now, I'm boycotting Russian twists.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah,
oh,
I'm totally playing that off at the gym tomorrow morning.
You're in trouble.
Kirk's gonna tell me to do Russian twists. I'm like, I can't.
Nope.
Nope. I'm avoiding them in solidarity with Ukrainians. We don't do Russian twists.
We do not do Russian twists. So, do you know where the word gymnasium comes from? Gymnasium.
Is it Greek?
It is Greek. But what is it in Greek? What does it mean?
Painful vanity.
Close. Naked.
Really?
Yes. I was like,
well, it's the same thing. Painful vanity and
painful
naked.
vanity, naked. That was pretty good. That was pretty close. I got to give you props for that. That was
so
pretty
painful
good.
Vanity is my emo band that I'm starting.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. That is no. Yeah, but now I have to hide my eyeliner. That's gonna happen.
Oh, dark moon.
Oh, dark, my dark thoughts and my
I will
dark
write my
paper.
dark thoughts with my dark ink on my dark paper.
So, of all the people that have joined gyms and everything, studies have shown 60% of gym memberships go unused. So.
Wait, before you go that, what were the other 5 or the other 4 injuries?
Like I told you, deadlifts, overhead squats. There was a couple of high, and then the other 2 were high impact workouts that I didn't write down.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. So we have had memberships before we've never used. Like when we first moved back to Corpus, we joined the Corpus Christi Athletic Club, which is just a local gym. It's not.
Once,
yeah. I think
twice.
I went maybe 3 times in a year, and actually our membership carried on. Didn't realize I was still a member. It was being pulled directly out of my paychecks. So I worked in Corpus for 3 years. I used the gym 3 times. Didn't realize I still had a membership until they were like, I left that hospital and they were like, oh, we haven't received a payment. I'm like, I'm a member still? Holy shit.
Well, in my defense, not going to that gym. This is pre-kids.
Yes.
So this was before I was a fat piece of shit.
Long time ago.
I was a skinny piece of shit at that point. This is before I could put on weight. I was
trying to fatten JD up like a Thanksgiving turkey. It never worked. Yeah, I mean, the legs look the same as the Thanksgiving turkey, but
man, that pendulum swung from one side to the other like that.
You talking about your because you're making those baby making pants. You got those going on. I can see your pendulum
got my workout
swinging.
Pants on.
I can see that pendulum swinging.
I can't. My beer gut's in the way.
Shut up. No, it's not. You can see your dick. I can see your dick. He's so ridiculous. Y'all are friends still. He still writes.
It took a second for that to correlate in my
I bought
brain.
him stamps,
oh
so
God.
He can write you. It's fine. So he can write you. It's fine.
So what worked for man? We started like we talked about going to
We've
the
been all over the place. today.
the purple gym,
Yes, we've been to the purple gym.
and I made the same mistake a lot of beginners make, and that is
Oh, yeah.
lifting entirely too much.
Yep.
Too much weight,
Yes.
too many reps,
Yes.
and working out too long.
Yes.
Not that, and you know, I was only doing an hour, but at that weight and that rep, with the shape that I was in, and my health at the time, was doing more bad than good. So don't make that mistake. You know,
No.
just
Don't be
kill
like
yourself.
don't be like Bob.
Yeah.
Don't be like Bob.
In this case, I was Bob.
Yes. That
But
yes.
what
that was obvious.
but I was also mentally, I did not want to be there. I'm like, fuck this. This place is stupid. This
And
place
guess
sucks.
what?
I fucking hate
2
it.
months from now, JD and I could fall off the fitness wagon and, you know, make excuses again like we were just
And that's
a
where
few
you
months
come in,
ago. So, like,
and you hold us accountable.
like I'm saying, we're human. We're not experts at this. Like, I'm still curvy. Like, you know.
You fucking better stay curvy too, woman. But I think what will really help me out is we got the kids. Our middle son, he said he wanted to do gymnastics or karate, and at his age, karate can mean any martial art. And there's a
Yes.
martial arts studio right around the corner from us, or martial arts gym. And I'm like, hey, let's go check that place out. It's right there. We'll take him, do one class there.
Yeah.
Do one class at like a tumbling gym or something like that, and let him make his decision.
Yeah.
And he walked in and he instantly fell in love. And I was talking with the owner there and the head coach for that gym. And I'm like, well, do y'all do family discounts or anything like that? And
they have adult classes also.
We discussed all the financials. I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Let me try this out for a month. And
yeah,
he actually let us sit in for a couple classes.
He did.
Just
well,
to see
not
if we
sit
liked
in.
it.
He let us participate.
Well, that's what I meant by sit in was like, yeah,
drop in.
Yeah. Before we paid a penny just to see if we actually liked it. And
yes.
As most of you know, I'm in my 40s, and now my goal is to get in shape enough to go fight, go to tournaments.
I was working out at the purple and yellow gym. We joined Muay Thai, and I quit the purple and yellow gym. I saw way more definition and everything, and it's because I was working out in a group. Y'all motivated me, I was held accountable, and I had a coach that was up my ass every time I dropped form. And
people that know the answers about nutrition.
And I did not want to work out around people. I was like, nope. Well, yeah, and injuries. Like I tore ligaments in my spine. They were able to modify as I was easing back into the gym. So that in and of itself is worth the money because I was able to progress without re-injuring myself, which is worth its weight in gold.
You know, and I don't want to come off as though we're badasses or anything. I still have a long,
we're not badasses.
Way,
and we're still learning
to reach goals.
We'll start learning what to do with our bodies and how to keep that. There's a balance between like nourishment. Like I still have a problem with carbs. Love them.
Oh,
I love them so much, but I have to limit my carb intake to lose weight. Well, the problem is carbs give you energy. So there's this balance in there where I have to find it. And there is this diet called Carb Cycling. I'm not on it, but it's out there. So if you're interested and you're having that problem with that balance, look up Carb Cycling, where the more you work out, the more carbs your body is allowed because it needs them. So you can look into that and do your own research and stuff. Like I said, I'm not doing the carb cycling. What I'm doing is more like okay, if I'm going to be working out, I'm not as stringent with my diet. Of course, right now I am stringent with my diet and working out a lot because I'm trying to get back in it. I might be able to
when I was doing those 3 days, I was probably eating 4,000, 4,500 calories a day, but I was working so much so. And it felt like I couldn't get enough in me. And I was still losing weight. But it was just...
Hey, you know what? Maybe I've burned a lot of calories because it just doesn't feel like I can get enough in me.
Oh, that could be taken so many ways.
Oh, I'm in it too.
My brain went into vapor lock with all the fucked up shit I could say.
Can't get enough in me. I'm the dude. I turn everything nasty. Everything. Oh, I have a question.
I have an answer. I really hope they match.
What do you think? Like, what restaurant chain do you think has the most locations?
Subway.
No. Seriously? You're totally ruining this. By the way, seriously, like what fast food place has the most locations?
I honestly thought it was Subway.
No, I didn't think that's what you were going to say. I don't know. But I thought McDonald's.
I thought it was McDonald's, and it was actually a trivia question on something at some point where it is
shut up.
Subway.
You're ruining my thing. So I thought it was McDonald's. So I looked it up. There are twice as many gyms than there are McDonald's in the U.S.
Really?
Yes. I looked it up because I wanted to know, because I thought McDonald's was the most prevalent.
I thought there would be
Apparently
more
it's
McDonald's. Wow, that's crazy.
Nope. There are twice as many in the U.S. So in the first 6 months, half of the people who have gym memberships quit the gym in the first 6 months. And like I said, we're talking about this because the most gym memberships are actually created in January because of their New Year's.
They sign you up with contracts. So when you do quit, you're still paying for a year.
First year.
So that's how gyms make their money.
That's
and that's
how
why
they
you only
do.
see 3 people in there when you're working
That's
out.
true. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Because the other
usually
49 are paying.
Usually it's the same 3 people. Usually it's the same people who go every single time. But sure enough, they keep them, they've got staff there all the time and they've got all this fancy shit. Well, yeah, they're paying for it with people that never show. Or rarely show. I guess I shouldn't say never. So also, did you know half the people that show up at a gym aren't there to work out?
They're there to fuck,
hook up, or hang out with their friends. Only half of them are actually there to work out. The other half are trying to hook up or hang out with their friends. I was like, you know what? I actually believe that, because anytime, and that's why I like going to the Muay Thai gym and the female only gym, because when I was there, you could see people, and I'm like, no, oh my god, like the other day where I walked by and that guy's like, "What's up?" And I was like, no. I didn't even mean to do it. I was just like, no, no. Sorry.
It's like when we were at the bar with Joey for his birthday a couple weeks ago. This
God,
very, very out of shape young lady, and
my god,
she's like, and she probably had to smoke at least a carton a day. She's like, "Can I grab her ass?" Talking to me, like, "Can I grab your ass?" I'm like, I'm very happily married. She's like,
I'm across the room, I can see her hitting on him, and he came back up and he's like, "Oh my god," figured. So the next time he went up there and she was there, I went and straight up like got a hunk of that ass and wrapped my hand around him, grabbed his dick.
So she grabbed my whole ass.
Literally,
like this.
I'm like, oh, I had tiny hands. It's a handful. And just to prove a point,
I have
lady,
A cup ass.
A cup ass. I love it. Oh my
just
god. Just to know.
I'm built like Hank Hill.
Well, that same girl wound up stealing all the tips from the tip jar and bolting that night.
From the karaoke
from
guy,
the DJ. Yeah. And bolting. So yeah. Some people are just pieces of shit.
Yeah, she was a piece of shit. And she was horrible to look at too. And she wanted to touch me, and it made me feel gross. Like,
you should take it as a compliment.
Like, if normal looking people want to grab my butt, I'd take that as a compliment.
Yeah, I don't want normal people wanting to grab your butt. Like, it's bad enough that I got some skanky ass.
I mean, I'll just do the same thing you do, where it's like,
no. It wasn't on purpose. Where were we? Oh yeah, we went to the hockey game. And I went to the bathroom. I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna grab us a couple of beers. Austin. So I'm walking to the bathroom. There's all these dudes wandering around the hall. Like, what's up? And I'm like, no. And I literally said no out loud. No. But I was trying to be nice. Like, hi, because I'm a nice person. But I was like, no.
Man, it is so frustrating how fast the refs are getting in between players now.
That was so disappointing. Let them fight it out.
I know. That's half the reason we go. It's for the fucking goons.
What's the fucking point? Ruining our fun.
It's the last non-political sport out there, and they're fucking ruining it. You all right there?
A little beer came out and went on your knee. I'm taking care of it.
Well, luckily my
This is live. What do you want from me, people? You're not paying me. This is free.
I mean,
You're getting your money.
sponsors are paying us, but this is what they pay for. They know what they got themselves into. This is their second season dealing with us. So they know what's going on.
Oh my God. Well, just keep paying me for to be filthy and to spit on my husband and, name his balls and Bob. This is what's happening.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna start wrapping up here pretty quick. You got to get up early. I got to try and stay up. I'm switching to nights tomorrow night. Stay up. So yeah, if you want an accountability buddy for any of your goals, reach out to us. We expect you to keep us accountable for everything we've said we want to do.
And again, this is our weight loss journey. If you're fine the way you are, good for you.
Yeah.
Because the sexiest thing is confidence. If you're confident in yourself, I don't care how much you weigh. I don't care what you look like. Good for you. This is just our journey and our stories. Take it like that.
So don't forget to go to YouTube or any of your podcasting platforms that you follow or subscribe to.
Consensually, finger blast that like button.
And tongue punch that share button's fart box. Deep throat that subscribe.
Talk dirty to that whispering eye of a like button.
So yeah, like, share, and subscribe on any of your favorite podcasting platforms. The YouTube channel. You can look us up under anything on those. I cannot talk. Holy shit. Southpaws, Tales from the Barstool. Fuck.
In one take.
Yeah. One day, I'm going to get that right. One day. Don't forget to join us next week. We're actually going to be live next week.
What?
No pre-recorded bullshit. We've got some great guests scheduled coming up here soon. Hopefully, I can get a hold of some of that 5x5.
Wait a minute. What's next week?
The 16th?
We will not be live.
Oh,
that is our son's birthday party.
Oh, shit.
So it will be pre-recorded. Sorry about the confusion, but next week is our son's birthday. He will be turning 12. We will be in San Antonio, Texas.
So yeah, I lied. I'm sorry.
He's a terrible person.
I'm so sorry.
Absolutely.
But the following
terrible.
3 weeks, we will be live. The way my schedule works. But yeah, so with that, we're out. We appreciate everybody tuning in. If you're out and about and you're drinking, please don't drive. If you're staying in, get hammered. Drink one from me. We love you guys. We'll see you next week.